KATC Chief Meteorologist Rob Perillo.
Welcome back. Well, we're going to have a tropical storm get very close to us. We're going to have impacts from this system, some wind dynamics, some squalls as well, but the main action is going to be well east of this center of this circulation. Lopsided tropical storm in the Gulf of Mexico should stay that way. We'll tell you what we might need to look for, though, as we move into tomorrow and thereafter. So let's take a look at the big picture across the Gulf of Mexico. And fortunately, we've had all this dry air not only working its way into the western Gulf of Mexico, but wrapping around and getting into the eastern semicircle of the storm. So not much convection around the center of this circulation. It's all been well to the east, and we'll show you that on the infrared imagery with the heavier rains along the Florida Panhandle. Flood watches, Florida Panhandle through southeast Louisiana. No flood watches here locally, fortunately, but we're already seeing these tropical showers moving across the area. You might not have much wind throughout the day, and then one of these showers come by and the wind picks up and you see a quick heavy downpour, and then it moves on quickly as it moves out. And this is kind of the outer edge of our tropical system. We have certainly much more activity off to the south and east, and certainly as we get way out here in the Gulf of Mexico and by the southeastern part of the state. So here's the infrared satellite imagery, and this is what we like to see. Disorganized tropical storm, no convection around the center, no convection of note, but it's trying, and all the heavier stuff over farther to the east. Still a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm. It's moving to the north at 12, and it's going to stay moving along, so that's good. That's going to limit some of the flooding rainfall, and that flooding rainfall is going to be near the center of this system and east of the system, so that's better for Acadiana, worse for eastern Louisiana into Mississippi and Alabama, where tropical storm warnings are posted as well. Still expected to become a 60-mile-per-hour storm prior to landfall, and that looks like early tomorrow afternoon at the latest, right near the Grand Isle area. And remember, you're going to have wind in this cone area, but you're going to have effects way out from this system, especially as you go farther to the east, less so back to the west with that dry air on the western side. So tropical storm warnings in effect: Vermilion, St. Martin Parish, Upper and Lower Iberia, and St. Mary Parish, and all the parishes off to the east, all the way over to the Florida Panhandle with this system. Storm surge, not a major issue here. Could come up 2 to 4 feet over mainly south and east of Morgan City to the mouth of the Mississippi River, but with easterly winds more over here. This is where the water is going to pile up in this area yellow, 3 to 5 feet from eastern Louisiana to coastal Mississippi, and 1 to 3 feet all the way to the west coast of Florida, Marco Island. So this is going to be really impacting the eastern part of the Gulf of Mexico. Latest European model pretty much on track with the National Hurricane Center forecast, indicating tropical rain bands coming in first thing in the morning for southeast Louisiana, and then some of that action trying to move west, but we're not going to see a whole lot of rain, I think, or tropical squalls until we get into later tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. This is midnight tomorrow night. You can see the heavier squalls off to the east. Some wraparound at night. Always got to watch this, and we'll be on 24-hour watch and updating you through tomorrow night on this weather system. And then it continues to move generally to the north and then makes that northwest turn. Still some lingering tropical showers as we head into Monday, but things quieting down. And as we advance into Tuesday and Wednesday, a few tropical showers for Tuesday, another chance of showers and storms Wednesday, and we're going to have a little bit of a frontal boundary that works its way on through. And after that, we have some good-looking weather for the back half of next week and going into the following weekend. As we look at the winds, wind gusts 20, 25 miles an hour. These are gusts based on the high-resolution rapid refresh model. Then as we get into the afternoon, you'll notice the gusts approaching 40 to 50 over eastern Louisiana, and then maybe some gusts as high as 50 to 60, maybe 70, but it depends on where the squall's set up with this tropical system. But we could see gusts up to 50 all the way down through Morgan City, and whatever rain bands that we see moving through here, you're going to see those kind of gusts. That goes till 1 o'clock in the morning. As for rainfall, we're going to say 2 to 4 locally, as we outlined in our first part of the weathercast. Some spots a little bit more, and then as you go farther to the east, now these numbers are not set in stone, but it gives you an idea, I would say anywhere from New Orleans on eastward, the risk of 8 inches or more. You can see some of these rain totals approaching a foot, and there may be more in spots, but fortunately this storm is moving along. So for Acadiana, this is the way it's going to go for tomorrow. It's going to be a breezy day. You see those north-northeast winds. The winds gradually increase and then get gusty in some of those tropical squalls. We'll do rain chance tomorrow at 70%, 90% tomorrow night, 70% on Monday. So not everybody sees tropical squalls or rain, but most of us will see some action for sure. And with the dry air, it's going to be kind of a picturesque type of tropical storm day. Lingering storms through Tuesday, Wednesday, and then after that, a dry forecast and overnight lows dipping down into the mid to upper 60s for a few nights, so good news there. That's it for weather for now. We'll be right back right after this.